Paladin. So this is going to be a build around in both classes, but the decks are obviously built very, very differently. Oh man, Paladin's going to be so difficult. This is really... Paladin cards are so weird. The Paladin cards are really, really weird. But... we're building around this card. We're building around this card. No matter what we're doing, we're building around this card. Wild, Vorax, Libram, Paladin, exactly. That just say spell damage, interesting. So this is a build around card. What are we getting off of this? If you just play the Librams, and you have Wisdom, Hope, Justice, and that's really it. And that's it. Is that good enough? Is that where we want to be? We just play the Librams. Is that good enough? Is that what we want to do? If we just play the Librams, we are dictating the choice in our deck because Allura exists. But okay, but that is also the trap. That is also the trap. Because if you build around... We talked about this... Okay. So hold on. We learned this lesson earlier. If you're playing cards that you wouldn't otherwise play, unless you get a specific legendary early in the game, and you can't tutor that legendary, then you shouldn't be building around those cards. If the cards are good enough, then you don't need the legendary. And that's why we said Professor Slate is a 1. That's why we said Slate is a 1. So if we said Slate is a 1, why is Allura not? We're currently not playing the Libram package in really much, right? I mean, I guess they kind of are. And Pure Paladin, we kind of are. Pure Paladin's almost there. But so that means this is supporting the Librams. This makes the cards we're already playing better, and it makes the deck more viable. And it is kind of card draw. And Thrallman, if you're still here, I'm curious what you think of this in Paladin. But yeah, sometimes a free 8/8, sometimes a free equality with a weapon for your opponent. Sometimes +1/+1. Do you get the spell back with Lady Liadrin? That is an excellent question, 2 arms, and I think no. You don't 2 arms. That's actually kind of a good point. Too good to be true, maybe. Hand of Adal, yes, we do play Hand of Adal, but Hand of Adal is dope. But yeah, you shouldn't get back the Liadrin copy. So maybe yanking it out, Aurora, is a good point, because also, the Amazing and Pure Paladin, I see it, but yeah, it does make Liadrin worse. Blessing of Kings. I do like Blessing of Kings, though. I think that goes in a different Pure Paladin build, but also, maybe we just play a low-curve Paladin deck with good spells, and this is fine. We could just play Blessing of Kings. Like, you can play... We're not playing Blessing of Kings now, but we could play it because Goody 2 Shields. Goody 2 Shields does make Blessing of Kings a lot better. A lot better. Gift of Luminance is pretty cool on this, yeah. Though I don't love the 1/1 copies. I don't really want to play that. Hand of Adal, bad off Liadrin, okay. Yeah, it consumes the spell it casts, but also Liadrin doesn't give it back. But we could go lower curve, too, because this is also a 4-mana 3/6. It's a 4-mana 3/6. +8/+8, maybe. Lord Barov, I have no idea how to evaluate. I don't know how to evaluate this. I feel like this card is worse than it looks. What are we doing with Barov? It's a quality in Whirlwind. But also it's a minion, and also it's a random 3/2. I don't really know. I don't really know what to do with it. Full clear with Skipper. We don't need help clearing things in Skipper. This is Paladin. Right? Equality Consecrate at 7 is... Sure, it's not great, but that's not what we're doing with this. This card is the thing by itself, right? It's an equality and a whirlwind. So this is Paladin. This is a Paladin card. What are we doing with this in Paladin? Where are we playing this? What do we want this for? Paladin wants board so badly, and hitting our own board kind of sucks. Hitting our own board sucks really badly. But don't you shrink your own minion, Itachi? You shrink your own minion. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Turelion is hard to evaluate. So here's the scenario I want to describe for Turelion. With Turelion, you play Turelion to keep your board advantage or to swing a board that's at parity. It's kind of like it's kind of sort of like a high main, I don't know. With Turelion, you're killing the biggest thing they have. It's really bad against aggro. The situation this is good is if they don't have a way to remove it, like they don't have damage agnostic removal. And then they want to play more threats. Because if you're ever looking at this, okay, hold on. I want you to think about what it would feel like for you to play some kind of large minion, and then your opponent to bump it with this, and neither of you, like, it's just a Turelion on board and nothing else, right? Say your opponent has this and you have nothing, and there are no other minions on the board. What do you play? What do you play? If you play something that doesn't kill Turelion, then the next multiple minions you're going to play are bad. Now, it's 8 mana, right? It's late. It's not a threat. It dies to any kind of removal that is not damage-based, and you can just leave it on the board for a while. And if you can play wide, you can play wide. If you can go under it, then that's great. But it's just going to kill... If it's going to kill the best thing you play for the 4 turns after you play it, is... So, like... This is worse than Natalie Celine the turn you play it. But it's better than that if your opponent is also playing a mid-range deck with single minions. Yo, Kherova, thank you for the sub. Hats off to you. Welcome. Glad to have you. Thank you so much. Turelion is a card for a meta that isn't going to exist ever again, huh? Turelion is a card that's good in a meta that is never going to exist. It would have been great in mid-range Paladin in GPG. We're not there anymore. We're not there anymore. Dual Paladin, not a thing. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. I also, I do not see the use case for, McDonald's. I don't see the use case for Barov. Also, yes, let's not compare this card. Fight me? Are you challenging me to a duel? I guess that's what you do. Do not compare this card to Sunkeeper Tarim. This is not Sunkeeper Tarim. This is barely Keeper of Uldaman. Gain attack and health to match the highest in the battlefield. So, like, if there's a 5-4 in play and a 4-5 in play, what's up, Frostmourne? It's Codeman, thank you for the follow. If there's a 5-4 in play and a 4-5 in play, is it a 5-5? This is only Paladin, yes, Gonzo. Okay, so it takes the, yeah. So, where this is bad is as an independent threat. This card just seems really strong. Like, okay. You don't play this on an empty board, right? You can't play this on an empty board. Tolvi or Blade Master never set, kind of? Maybe? I don't know. I think we're just playing this in Paladin decks. I think we're just playing this in Paladin decks. Right? This is just in Paladin decks? I mean, I don't know if it needs to get nerfed because it is innately reactive, but it's a good deal. Timeless Nozdormu, that is the Christmas Land dream, I suppose. Someone explain to me why this card is not unplayable. It's not completely unplayable. Because I don't know why this would be in my deck. Can't. Okay. Anyone else? Curve of spells, kind of. Is there? What's up, V-Chaz? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. You do know that, Aurorius. It is the cost of the spell that you pay for. It is the number that you pay. Thank you, V-Chaz. Yeah, I would rather play Angling Rod. Angling Rod's better. Pupil's good, but I would rather play Angling Rod. Would much rather do that. Yeah, so the thing in Throttlement, I'm not sure about Braggart. About the aspect of playing it as a proactive threat. I think so. What's up, Brando? One more. It's hockey. Do not judge me. Do not judge me. I'm not playing it with those cards. I'm not playing it with those cards. Casual R. I'm playing better cards. I do not want to do this. It's not overtime. It's a square taunt. If you play a 4-drop, you get a 4/4 taunt. That's not a good enough deal to go with a 2/2 weapon. Okay, this is bad. This is not good. Think Braggart is a trap? I don't know about that. It's not proactive. Molly Cyru 3. Thank you for the follow. Great long content. Well, I can do great long content. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm leaving it there. I'm leaving it. I'm not going to second guess myself. I think this card is unplayable. I think this card is awful. A YouTube video, I don't know how I'm going to do that, Markshire. I'm going to have to make some top 10 content because I have no idea how to convert this to a YouTube video. 11 videos, yeah. So, okay. Are we building around this? Are we building around this? Hey, Blister. Yo, McDonald's, thank you so much for the subscription. Hats off to you. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate the support. Win more? I don't know if it's win more, but I think that makes sense, Casual R, that the discount is 1 mana before you're happy, because at 5 mana, that's fine. But also, I agree, this is going... If this is going in a Libram deck, we're already kind of playing a Libram deck, but are we dictating our card choice because of this card? Are we dictating this card because... We're dictating our deck building because of this card. We kind of are? I'm trying to keep up with chat, and this is a bad idea, especially while I'm cleaning my glasses. I'm leaving this key support. I like this card, but this is not the reason I'm playing my deck. It makes the deck better. I'm not building around... We're in Paladin. I'm not building around Thing from Below. Yeah, I'm playing this because I'm already doing stuff. 8? Plus 8? Plus 8? 8 is so big. 8 is huge. But, like... Nah. But, like, nah. 8 damage and a minion today for an 8 damage smack tomorrow. This is 5 mana. 5 mana. But no, see, the thing is, you have to play a minion. You have to play a minion and then have 5 mana. You have to play a minion and then have 5 mana left over. Or you have to have the board. So if you don't have the board, someone explain this to me in a way that doesn't start with, okay, so I have the board. But like, when do you have 5 spare mana? When do we have 5 spare mana? Okay, so 7 mana for a 9/9 that can't go face that turn. Maybe? Fine. But yeah, you can't pressure with it if you're ahead. Can't pressure if you're ahead. That's Itachi. If we have a free 4/5 Divine Shield taunt, I don't need this card to make that good. I'm all right. These explanations are not swaying me. These explanations are when you get to the point where you are winning the game, win the game additionally. Okay, so you play a Wisp. Nah. This is not a good recruit thing. What 9/9 on 5 are you talking about, Dagger D? What 9/9 on 5 are we talking about? I mean, if we're low on resources, it's because we played a 5 mana blank in our hand. I'm not buying it. I'm not seeing it. I don't think that we actually want to play this card. 9/9. Okay, a Wisp. A Wisp. We could Wisp it. We could Wisp it. I'll only do that if the Wisp is golden. Maybe if the Wisp is golden. Blessed Champion. Maybe. Maybe you're right. But Blessed Champion, you play it and then you kill your opponent with that sometimes. Right? Don't you play Blessed Champion and kill your opponent? This band does sound like battles. This is... Domjot, we should talk. But yes. That's the name of the band. But yeah, they're really good. Sometimes you want lots of attack, but you can't go face with the attack. What's the point of attack if you can't go face? What's the point of attack if you can't go face? You don't do attack to trade. You're going to go 4 attack weapon and Demon Hunter into Lapidary into trade. You're going to do that? You're going to spend 5 men in your turn and say, wait until next turn, that's when I'll get you. That's when I'll get you next turn. I'm not. I don't want to play all this attack and look at it and hope something good happens next turn. I don't want to pay 5 mana and say something. Yes, I know it says just 1 turn. If you buff the minion, it's going to die or you were going to win anyway. If it buffs a minion and your opponent suddenly can't deal with it, you were probably going to win anyways because that means they couldn't deal with your minion unless they have specific damage-based removal that you suddenly got around by playing this buff spell when you could have just played a proactive threat that was larger. Or could have played some other spell that was better than this. Like, it's 5 mana, 8 but maybe. It's 5 mana, 8 but maybe. I'd rather just play, like, anything on 5 that is good on an empty board. But if I'm losing the game, this makes me lose harder. Silence it and attack with it that turn. Smart. Smart. Manhack, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Someone explain how this card works in Paladin. This is a big brain card. But, like, I don't... In Priest, I can see the copies. We're in Paladin right now. We're in Paladin. We can copy Librams. Yeah. But you can target your opponent's stuff. It gives you Divine Shield. Nah. This card is nuts. Card is super insane. Card is really powerful. Target their Malian Consecration for lethal, okay. Duplicate their random Octosari, I see that. The copy keeps the Librams, yes. It's a direct copy. It's a bubble. Card's overrated? I'm not sure about that. I think Goody Two Shields is awesome. Then make it a 9/9 with Divine Shield. That is true. I think the 2 shields is really strong. I think it's really good. So, like, the dream that I have with this is your opponent... Oh, Agent Braggart's with the Wisp buff. I see where your head's at, Tomchat. So I feel like the dream here is that people bump into this, and then after people bump into this, then you kings it. Now, I don't know how often it's going to happen. If you play it into your opponent's board, it's just a 4/2 Divine Shield, and I say a 4/2 Divine Shield for 3 is good. They only have to kill it once. Warmaul Challenger kills this, by the way. Risky Skipper kills this. But it's just a 3 mana 4/2 Divine Shield. Fine. 3 mana 4 attack Divine Shield. Fine. First day of school seems awesome. Seems really, really good. Like, there are a lot of ones out there. Number Theory, thank you so much for the gift. Hats off to you, friend. Welcome, Jake and Dance. But I just want to play Goody 2 shields and just attack my opponent with it, and I think it's hard for them to deal with. Just think it's good. Just think it's a good card. And I think First Day of School goes in any kind of low curve Paladin deck. But okay, so it needs to be lower curve. It needs to be lower curve. What actual 1-drop do you want to play, Wash in the Wind? Go ahead and look at the list of Paladin 1-drops and neutral 1-drops, and tell me what you think. Like, do you want to play Brazen Zealot? Yeah, so, okay, pick more. Pick more beyond specifically the 1 mana 1/3. Pick specifically beyond the 1 mana 1/3. Go ahead and look at every Paladin 1-drop there is, and go ahead and pick one. Paladin does not have good 1-drops. It has just Albram. Or just Eldor. If you were playing this, this is 2 1-drops. This is 2 1-drops. Lanessa is a wild card. This is... Yeah, I think this card is really, really strong. I think this card's really good. I'm not building around it, but I really like it. Sungill is not a 1... Well, Sungill costs 1 mana, but yeah, I just want to play this card. How many other people of color are in Hearthstone art? Not that many, but I think this is great. Welcome back, Sam. Yes, we are. I underestimated the amount of time this would take, which you'd think I wouldn't, because I've done this for a while. Yeah, any class. They are random. It can include Wand Thief, Number Theory. Can include Wand Thief, for example. Or can include Wolpertinger. You can Wolperting. Person of color in the art. Love that. When are we playing this? Who's playing this? Could get Battle Fiend. That would be juicy. When are we playing this? Include the 1/4 Priest Minions. That'd be nice. How is this card in Paladin? In Warrior, this card seems insane. Like, in Warrior, I think this is insane. In Paladin, it's really hard to get value out of this in Paladin. I really don't see it in Paladin. Yeah, the Amber Watcher is definitely better than Junior. I don't want to play Junior. I don't really want to play it. We already gained a lot of life. This is bad. When do we play Shield of Honor? Everyone loves the +8/+8. Everyone is so into that. Everyone digs it. It's not here to judge, except I'm here to judge the cards, and I think that card is a trap. When can we play this in Paladin? What are we doing with this in Paladin? We're not, right? So look at the minions in Paladin. A lot of them are 4/2s and 2/1s. And also, if we're trading and then giving Divine Shield on the hitback, I don't know. I don't think it's very good. In Paladin, I don't think it's good. In Warrior, I think it's very good. In Warrior, I think it's really, really strong. In Paladin, I don't see it. I also don't know how good this card is. Risky Skipper from First Day of School. That is a good hit, Hockey. That is an excellent hit. It does seem strong in Warrior. Yeah, a big mood. Big mood. I love how apathetic chat is. I'd say chat do the wave, but none of you seem all that interested. The apathy. Is this any good? This is amazing in Priest. Super strong in Priest. I like it in Priest. Chat, I love you. Flavor text of Wave of Apathy. Hilarious. Yeah, it's very good with Priest. Yeah. Take it or leave it. It's reasonable. I'm going to put it here. I don't know. I think that there's not a lot to do with it, but it says until your next turn. Until your next turn is interesting to me. Because until your next turn just says all your stuff can't kill me. And it's possible that it gets you another turn out of that. I don't think we're playing it, but I'm not going to give it a 1.